light always seemed to follow her. When the time came to name her, they called her the Bamboo Princess because she was found among the bamboo, and because she was more beautiful than any princess. People heard of how beautiful she was, and many peeped through the hedge at the edge of the garden in hopes of seeing her. All who saw her thought she was so lovely that they came back for another glimpse. Among those who came often to the hedge were 5 princes. Each of these thought the Bamboo Princess the most beautiful woman he had ever seen, and each wished for her his own wife. So each of the 5 wrote to the father of the princess asking to marry her. It so happened that all 5 letters were brought to the old man at the same time. The old man did not know which one to choose, nor what to do. He was afraid, too, that if he chose one of the princes, the other 4 would be angry, but the princess had a plan. "Have them all come here," she said. "Then we can choose better." On a certain day, the 5 princes came to the house of the bamboo cutter. They were very glad to have another chance to see her, and each thought that he would be the one she would marry. The princess did not wish to marry any of them. She wanted to stay with her dear father and mother. She wished to take care of them as long as they had lived, so she gave each one something to do which was impossible. The first she asked to go to India and find the great stone bowl of Buddha. The second one was to bring her a branch from the jeweled trees that grow on the floating mountains of Horai. The third prince asked what he might do to show his love. The princess asked that he might bring her a robe made from the skins of the fire rats. She asked the fourth to bring a jewel from the neck of the sea dragon, and the 5th prince offered to bring her the shell which the swallows keep hidden in their nests. The princes hurried away, each anxious to be the first to return, and so married the beautiful Bamboo Princess. Let's see here. People say that far away in India there is a stone bowl that belonged to the great god Buddha. They also say that it gleams and sparkles as though set with the most beautiful gems. It is hidden deep in the darkness of a great temple. Few have ever seen it, but those who have can never talk enough about its beauty. The prince who promised to go to India in search of the bowl was a very lazy man. At first he really meant to go, but the more he thought about it, the lazier he felt. He asked the sailors how long it would take to go to India and return. They said it took 3 years. At that, he made up his mind he would never go. The idea of spending 3 years looking for a bowl, an old one, too. So he went away to another city and stayed for 3 years. At the end of that time, he went into a little temple. There he found an old stone bowl sitting in front of the shrine. He took this bowl and wrapped a cloth of the richest silk around it. To this he tied a letter telling of his long, hard journey to find the bowl for her. He then sent it to the princess. When the princess read the letter, she was sorry that he had suffered so much to bring her the bowl. She opened the silk wrappings and saw the bowl of common stone. She now saw that he had tried to deceive her and was very angry. When he came, she would not even see him, but sent the bowl and the letter back to him. The prince felt very sad, but he knew that he had deserved it, so he went home on his own. He kept the bowl to remind him that you get nothing good in this world unless you work for it. The prince who was going for the branch of the jeweled tree was a very cunning and very rich man. He did not believe there was such a floating mountain called Horai. He did not believe there were trees of gold with jewels for leaves. However, he said that he was going in search for it. He said goodbye to all his friends and went down to the seashore. There he dismissed all but 4 of his servants, for he had said he wished to go quietly. It was 3 years before anyone saw or heard of him again. Then he suddenly appeared before the princess, bearing a wonderful branch of gold with blossoms and leaves, all of colored jewels. She asked the prince to tell of his journey. He made a bow and began his story. "I sailed away from here," he said, "not knowing where to go. I let the wind and the waves carry me where they wished. We passed many beautiful cities and strange countries. We saw the great sea dragons lying on the water, sleeping as the waves rocked them up and down. We saw the sea serpents playing at the bottom of the ocean. We saw strange birds with bodies like animals. Sometimes we sailed on with a gentle wind, and sometimes we floated with no breeze to move us for days and weeks. At times, fierce storms arose. The waves rose mountain high. Wild winds whipped away our sails. We were driven and hurled to unknown lands. Again, we saw great rocks on which the waves lashed themselves in showers of white foam. For days and weeks we had no food to eat and no water to drink. The great green waves lapping around us made us long for water all the more, but we could not drink the salt sea water. At last, just when I thought we would surely die, I saw a great mountain lifting its dark head out of the morning sea. We hastened to it. It was the floating mountain of Horai. We sailed around it several times before I could find a place to land. At last I saw a small cove and anchored there. When I went on shore, there stood a most beautiful girl with a basket of food. She set down the basket and immediately disappeared. I was nearly starving, but I did not touch the food until I had broken off a branch from one of the jeweled golden trees to bring home to you. Then I returned to my ship. The men were thankful for the food, so we feasted all day. In the morning, when the sun rose, the mountain had gone. A brisk wind was blowing, and in a few days we were home again. I came straight from the ship to bring you this. Tears stood in the eyes of the princess to think of how he had suffered to bring her that jeweled branch. Just then, 3 men came asking for the prince. "Could you pay us now?" they asked. The prince started to drive them away, but the princess told them to stay. "What is it you wish?" she asked them. "For 3 years we've been working with it to make this beautiful golden branch. Now that it's finished, we want our pay." "Where have you been these 3 years?" "In a little house down by the seashore." "Has the prince been with you?" "Yes." The prince was angry and ashamed. He knew the princess would never believe him again, so he went far away into another country to live. The princess gave the jeweled branch to the workmen to pay them for their years of work, so they went home happy and praising the princess for her kindness. The Fire Robe. The third prince was to bring the robe made of the fur of the fire rats. He was rich and very much loved. He had friends in all parts of the world. He had one very dear friend who lived in China. To him the prince sent a messenger with a great bag full of gold, asking him to find the robe made with the skins of the fire rats. When the friend read the letter, he was very sad. "How can I ever do this?" he said. "Who ever heard of such a thing? Still, I would do anything for Prince Abe, so I will try." He sent the messengers all over China seeking for the wonderful robe, but they all came back sadly, saying they could not find it. He sent to every temple, inquiring of the priests if they had known anything of this robe, where it could be found, but the reply was always the same. No one had ever heard where it was, although everyone had heard that there was such a mantle. He sent for all the merchants, who went from place to place buying and selling. None of them knew of it. At last he said to himself, "This robe that Prince Abe asks for is not to be found. There cannot be such a thing. Tomorrow I shall return his bag of gold to him, and tell him that I have searched my best, but could not find what he wishes." The next morning, just as he was about to send the messenger back to Japan, he heard a great noise in the street and looked out. A great troop of beggars was passing by. "I'll ask them if they had heard of this fire robe," he thought. So the beggars were all brought in. They were surprised at being taken into this house of this great lord, and shown in the very room where he was. He told them what he wanted, and asked if their wanderings they had ever heard of this fire robe, and knew where it might be found. They all stared at him in wonder. Some nearly laughed in his face. The idea of it, that he, one of the greatest lords in the country, should ask them, common beggars, for a fire robe. One after another they told him that they had heard of it, but it was only a story, for there was really no such thing. Finally, all had gone but one old man. He limped slowly up to the lord and knelt before him. "My lord," he said, "when I was a child, I remember hearing my grandfather tell of this fire robe. It was kept in a temple upon the top of a certain mountain, hundreds of miles from here." The lord was delighted at this, but wondered why his messengers had not found this temple. He sent for the one who had visited the temples in that part of the country. This man declared that there was no such temple on that mountain. "Theirs was my grandfather's time," said the beggar, "for he had been there and had seen the beautiful fire robe with his own eyes." The Lord sent messengers to search for this mountain and found the temple at its top. The old beggar was sent with them. When they reached the temple, they found When they reached there, they found no temple, only a heap of stones. They searched around for a long time, and finally found a large iron box buried under the stones. They opened this box and found within it, wrapped in many folds of rich silk, a strange, beautiful fur robe. They carried it home joyfully to the Lord, who was very glad to receive it, you may be sure. He sent it as quickly as possible to Prince Abe, who was no less joyful to receive it than his friend had been. He took it out of the iron box, unfolded the rich silk wrappings, and looked at delight with the beautiful silvery fur. "Ah, how beautiful the bamboo princess will look in this," he thought. He then remembered that every time this wonderful robe was put into the fire, it came out more silvery and bright than before. "It cannot be too beautiful for the lovely bamboo princess, so I will put it in once more, that it may be more beautiful for her than it has ever been for anyone else." So he ordered a fire brought and laid the dazzling silver robe over the burning coals. Like a flash, the red flames leaped up, and before he could snatch it from the fire, there was nothing left but silvery smoke drifting off in the wind, and silvery ashes dimming in the red of the coals. Poor Prince Abe! He was heartbroken. He could not blame his faithful friend, for he had done his best. He was glad he had not taken it to the princess before he knew it was the right one, for then she might too think he wished to deceive her. He could only write to telling her all, and then go away forever. The princess was very sad when she knew what had happened, for she saw this man was true. She sent him a note asking him to come to her, but he had already gone away, so she never saw nor heard of him ever again. The Shell in the Swallow's Nest. The prince who was to find the shell hid in the swallow's nest was a very proud and lordly man. When he returned from the visit to the princess, he called his head servant to him. "Do you know anything about the shell the swallows keep hidden in their nests?" he asked. The man stared. "The shell in the swallow's nests? Which nests?" "I do not know. I want you to find out for me. I want that shell." "Perhaps the gardener would know more about it. May I ask him?" So he called the gardener. "Do you know where the shell in which the swallows... Do you know where the shell is which the swallows keep...
Sorry to interrupt you, but he's out.
Yay.
And...
Just go ahead and invite him. I can stop the story at any time.
Okay.
But it's such a good story. You're a really good storyteller.
What's the name? Or I can press. Wait, I'm not pressing. Oh, Swanta, he's alive.
Oh Jesus, it's 1,000.
One second.
Well, I've been trying.
"Do you know where the shell is which the swallows keep hidden in their nest?" he asked the gardener. "No, I have not heard of it. Do you want it?" "I'll ask the water carrier if he has seen it." So he called the water carrier. The water carrier said he knew nothing about it, but called another man. This man called another man, and so on, until all the servants had been called. No one had seen or heard of the shell. At last they asked the children. One little boy thought he had seen it once. He had been up in the roof of the kitchen looking for swallows' eggs, and thought he saw a shell in one of the nests. Perhaps the shell was what the prince wished. The prince was delighted, and ordered the boy, his men go and search the swallow's nest for the roof of the kitchen. They went and looked, but said they could not reach the nests, for they were on the very, very top of the roof. "But you must find a way to reach them," roared the prince. "Search every nest and do not come back until you have." The men spent 3 days trying to climb up, but failed. At last they found that with a rope and a basket, a man could be drawn up so that he could look into the nests. They searched and searched, but found no shell. At last the prince grew impatient and went down from the kitchen himself to see what they were doing. "Have you not found the shell yet?" he asked. "No, there is no shell there," the men answered. Then the prince was furious and insisted on being pulled up himself to see. The men tried to persuade him not to do it, but he sprang into the basket and commanded them to pull him up at once. The men dared not refuse, so they pulled him up. When he reached the nest, the swallows began to peck at him, for they did not care to have all their eggs broken and their nests torn to pieces. They flew at him so furiously that they nearly pecked his eyes out. "Help! Help!" he screamed. The men began to lower the basket. Just then he remembered the shell and thrust his hand into the nest. There was something hard there. He seized it, but lost his balance and came tumbling down. Instead of coming down in the basket, he came down with a thump on the hot stove. His men lifted him off as soon as possible, but he was badly burned and bruised. In his hand he held a shell, it is true, but it was a bit of eggshell, and the egg was splattered all over his hand and face. He decided this was all he wished of the shell from the swallow's nest. By the time his burns and bruises were healed, he had forgotten about the princess, and he never climbed up to peep in the swallow's nests again. We don't have 8 people yet.
Yeah, and I got a crash, so I'm reconnecting.
Okay, yeah, they have to do the unlock quest for Titan Extreme.
Oh, wow. There's a little bit of time then.
Yeah.
Oh, not bad. Q's instant! Yay!
Prince Lofty was the one who was to go to bring the dragon jewel. He was a great boaster and also a great coward. Of course he intended to get the dragon jewel, but you may be sure that he did not propose to take the trouble himself. He called together a great crowd of his servants and soldiers and told them what he wanted. He gave them plenty of money for their needs and told them to be gone and not to show themselves again until they brought the dragon jewel. The men took the money quickly enough and went away, but not to find the dragon jewel. What did they care about it? They did not believe there was such a thing, and if there was, they were sure that the very old dragon was not... They were very sure the old dragon was very welcome to keep it. They did not care to be taking it away from him. Meanwhile, Prince Lofty was having a palace built for the princess. He did not doubt for one moment that he would win her, so he would have a house ready to receive her. There he had never been so beautiful a place in that part of the country before. All the wood was lacquered, carved, and inlaid with gold and precious stones. The walls were hung with silks painted by the finest artists. Then he waited for his men to bring the jewel, but they did not come. He waited a whole year. Then he was angry and decided that he would go himself. He called together a few of his servants who were left and told them to fit up a boat. The servants were frightened when they knew what he was going to seek. They begged him not to do it, for fear that the dragon would destroy them. "Cowards!" cried Prince Lofty. "Cowards! Watch me! Learn how to be brave from me. Do you think I will be afraid of any dragon?" So they started, and all went well for 2 or 3 days. "Don't you see that the dragon is afraid of me?" boasted the prince. That evening a fierce storm came up. The boat rocked and dipped. The great waves broke into foam over the side of the boat, and they were all wet through. The rain poured down in torrents, and the lightning flashed, and thunder growled and roared. Brave Prince Lofty was sure the boat would be upset. If they did not drown, he knew that the lightning would kill them. That evening, a fierce storm... He huddled in the bottom of the boat, seasick and frightened. He begged the pilot and the other men to save him. "What did you ever bring me for this place for?" he cried. "Did you wish to kill me? Is this all you care for your life, the great prince? Get me out of this at once, or I shall shoot every one of you with my great bow." The men could hardly keep from laughing, for it was only on this account that they had set sail at all. As for shooting them, they knew he could not lift an arrow, much less pull the bow. The pilot answered, "My prince, it must be dragons who send the storm. He has heard you say that you will kill him and take the jewel from his neck. You better promise him that you will not hurt him, and then perhaps he'll let us live." Prince Lofty was willing to promise anything to have the storm stop, so he vowed that he would never touch the dragon, not even the least hair on the tip of his tail. After
What
a
am I
while,
listening to?
the storm died down, and the lightning ceased, and the waves were still. Prince Lofty was too sick, however, to know what had happened until they last came to land. They lifted him out of the boat and laid him under a tree. When at last he felt firm ground under him, he wept aloud and vowed that now had something solid to rest on, he would never leave it.
Should I leave?
Carrot's reading a story.
He was on an island
For the lulz.
far from Japan, but he would not return on boat, not for 100 princesses, so he stayed there for the rest of his life. The beautiful palace which had been built for the princess had no one to live in, but the bats and owls, and sometimes a stray mouse or two. Are we ready?
Someone takes a different channel. You over there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Whenever you're out of the cutscene, come back. Someone's in the cutscene. We should be back.
Is I guess Lemroth is the person. Is he getting on Discord?
Oh yeah, just go.
I guess I should probably be. Are you gonna do this on Astro?
You want to do it on White Wing Scholar?
I mean, we've done this before on White Mage and Scholar, so
Well, no, this is time hard because we have to unlock it.
oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, we should just do it unsynced so that we can.
Can you even do the EX ones without doing all of them?
We just need to do naval, hard, Verita X, and then we can do Titans.
Well, whatever we're doing, let's queue for it.
Hold on.
Okay, so we're waiting on that.
I just gotta hit this one last time. I'm good.
Because if we're doing it unsynced, it does not matter what we do.
Oh man, I should have gone on Red Mage.
Just need to get my crafter or gatherers to level 70 now. Has anybody tried the new fishing yet?
Spearfishing?
Yeah.
I have not. You need to have Fisher at level 61 to do it.
Midori, have you tried it?
No, because of what Carrot said.
Oh.
I know I really want to, though.
Me too. But I'm gonna get botanist and miner first because they're a lot way too easy.
We didn't get kicked.
No, it's
So
random.
what happens here?
This part we just like kill.
Mash face.
How's it dying so quick? Why am I
Because
still
we're
at
unsynced.
65?
What? Why did we do unsynced?
we're
Because this is
unlocking
hard.
extreme.
Oh!
I could not
Dat
even get
level
a
correction.
Never mind.
Dat level correction.
That ability will knock you off.
Yeah, learn that ability. Also this, you want to be at the edge, we all stack up.
Wow.
Alright, well, I guess I don't get to do Dreadworm Trance.
Level correction too strong.
Wow, that was
Dat 10 sheet gen.
Oh, I only did 2 of my fell cleaves.
How many can you do in a row now?
6.
What the heck? And how long does it take to build up so that you can do that 6 times?
It takes a while. That's why I don't think it's actually plausible.
Can you do it every Berserk cycle? Or
No.
is it like every other Berserk
It's
cycle?
every other Berserk cycle. So I mean, like the first Berserk I'll do probably won't have it, but after 2 minutes, then I'll have it.
You 90k again.
Because the ability that makes it so that my Valkyries only cost 25 is on a 2-minute timer.
Sure. And Berserk is on a 1-minute timer.
Yep, so I can do a Berserk in between. But they're not going to be as lucrative.
Still, it feels good to like have like, oh, okay, we're in Rockstar mode, and you get to like pour out the DPS.
I hope so. Once I learn the fights, I'll be able to see where I can get those in. Oh no, don't DC. Don't do it.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
Too. Ah.
I've got the symbol too.
No! I want to gather more things. I got a Gagana skin.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh, massive lag. This server is dying.
I don't know if that's the high level map or if it's the mid level map. Are they both the same? Oh, good.
Even
Mine disappeared.
Gridania is lagging real hard.
Server
There's
dead.
no one there.
I 90k'd.
Oh no, Leviathan, don't do this.
Choose life.
I'm still on. Yeah.
So we all want to transfer to Omega? Just kidding.
No.
Wow.
Sorry, gonna stay with the FC if we do that.
Well, time to continue the story. The Smoke of Fujiyama. Years passed, and the princess took great care of her old father and mother. They were very old now. Now they saw why she had asked the 5 princes to do impossible things. She really wanted to stay with her parents, and yet she knew that if she refused to marry the princes, they might be angry with her and harm her father. Each day she grew more beautiful and more kind and gentle. When she was 20 years old, which is quite old for a Japanese maiden, her mother died. Then she seemed to grow very sad. Whenever the full moon whitened the earth with its soft light, she would go away by herself and weep. One evening late in summer, she was sitting on a balcony, looking up at the moon and sobbing as though her heart would break. Her old father came to her and said, "My daughter, please tell me your trouble. I know that you have tried to keep it from me, lest I should grieve too. But it will kill me to see you so sad if I cannot help you." The princess said, "I weep, dear father, because I know that I must soon leave you. My home is really in the moon. I was sent here to take care of you, but now the time comes when I must go. I do not wish to leave you, but I must. When the next full moon comes, they will send for me." Her father was sad indeed to hear this, but answered, "Do you think that I will let anyone come and take you away? I will go to the emperor himself and ask his aid." "It will be of no use. No one can keep me from when the time comes," she answered sadly. However, her father went to the emperor and told him the whole story. The great emperor was touched by the love of the maiden who had chosen to stay with her parents and care for them. He promised to send a whole army to guard the house when the time came. The old bamboo cutter went home with very cheerful, but the princess was sadder than ever. The old moon faded away. A few nights showed only the blue of the heavens and the gold of the stars. Then a tiny silver thread showed just after sunset. Each night it widened and brightened. Each day the princess grew sadder and sadder. The emperor remembered his promise and sent a great army who camped at the house. Hundreds of men were placed on the roof of the house. Surely no one could enter through such a guard. The first night of the full moon came. The princess waited on her balcony for the moon to rise. Slowly over the top of the trees on the mountain rose the great silver ball. Every sound was hushed. The princess went to her father. He lay as if asleep. When she came near, he opened his eyes. "I see now why you must go," he said. "It is because I am going too. Thank you, my daughter, for all the happiness you have brought to us." Then he closed his eyes, and she knew that he was dead. The moon rose higher and higher. A line of light like a fairy bridge reached from heaven to earth. Drifting down it, like smoke before the wind, came countless troops of soldiers in shining armor. There was no sound, no breath of wind, but on they came. The soldiers of the emperor stood as though turned to stone. The princess went forward to meet the leader of these heavenly visitors. "I am ready," she said. There was no other sound. Silently, he handed her a tiny cup. As silently she drank from it. It was the water of forgetfulness. All her life on earth faded from her. Once more she was a moon maiden and would live forever. The leader gently laid a mantle of gleaming snow-white feathers on her shoulders. Her old garments slipped to the earth and disappeared. Rising like the morning mists that lie along the lake, the white company passed slowly to the top of Fujiyama, the sacred mountain of Japan. On, up through the still whiteness of the moonlight, the long line passed, until once more they reached the silver gates of the Moon City, where all is happiness and peace. Men say that even now a soft white wreath of smoke curls up from the sacred crown of Fujiyama, like a floating bridge to that fair city, far off to the sky. And there we go. That's the story of the bamboo cutter.
And now a lobby server.
I didn't get that. But
I'm alive!
325 in queue.
I jumped from 1,000 Q to in the game.
I'm at 227.
Discovering the Gigantiskin map.
Crashed. This is a lobby server.
Oh, it's in the fringes.
I'm scared to do anything.
Be able to get another map tomorrow. Yes.
Well, apparently it's multiple data centers. It's not just Primal.
Oh no. It's not done.
Oh no, I can't cast spells. Or I can, but I can cast them while moving.
Mining is so difficult right now. Not really.
No, IDK. What is going on?
I'm surviving all of these hiccups.
Oh, I got into the game.
No!
We're like trading, getting in and out of the game.
Oh man. Unable to obtain character due to server congestion. I really want to do my Gigantiskin map.
I'd like to actually catch up with the story.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
I would like to actually play this game.
So,
Have any of you gotten to 70 yet?
I'm level 62.
Yeah.
Talisa.
So you almost got 2 there.
Did you say Talit almost has 2?
Well, his
Yes.
tank point
70,
was,
yeah.
The-
I mean-
twice as fast with army bonus and tank Q.
My minor is level 67, so I technically almost have 2.
My ninja is 70. My Dark Knight is like less than 3 mil from 70, I think.
Do you take the day off?
No.
Oh, 1,150 people.
so if you really want to level up, play during the day, during the weekday. It's like the servers are so stable, and there's no like queues to log in. All you have to do is like not have a job.
Well, I'm East
Why'd you have to go
Coast.
and get a job, Salenta?
I'm East Coast, so I get like 3 hours before the servers get really congested.
Oh, on the other hand, West Coast can just stay up late.
Which I've
You
been
can
doing.
just not
but
sleep like Wuchen did.
That's only because jet lag. Hey man, the first night I went to sleep at like 1 a.m. China time.
Is that like
10 a.m.
was that okay?
All right, half of us are online.
Oh yeah, that's right. China has one time zone, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think the hot fixes tonight are going to fix this problem?
No.
I mean, baby steps.
Hotfixes are there's probably a couple random bugs that we like don't know about, and some zones that we can like get teleport, like jump off the map or those kind of bugs. They'll probably have a couple dozen of those fixes this patch.
At least they fixed Robon.
They already fixed Robon.
I mean,
I
Robon
know.
wasn't like a game bug.
Armand
It
wasn't
was-
broken. They did that.
It was just server congestion
No, well, yes, but,
in
They did do it
in
on
one
purpose.
area.
right? It was on purpose. They were only letting a certain
Yeah.
amount of people do it. It wasn't
They
a
were-
problem. They just weren't letting people through.
Yeah, they limited the number of people who could do it, and then at a time. So there was that. It was something like 20 per data center at a time could do it.
that number came out of nowhere. There's no evidence for the number 20.
I don't know, but
But-
it was still low compared to astronomically low compared to what it should have been.
Right, considering the fact that there were thousands, if not tens of thousands, of people trying to do it all at the same time.
I'm disappointed I can't land on these banners in the stape.
It seems like a maximum of half of us can be online at the same time.
All right, so we need to do Garuda Extreme.
Yes.
We might as well do Garuda Extreme like at level 50.
Like.
Why?
I mean, because we're doing this partially to practice playing, like with everybody.
Okay.
I mean, we should do something that's at least high enough to utilize the mechanical changes to the stuff we already know. Since it's not really viable to use the new mechanics. So what we should do should be level 60.
Or past that. Because, like...
Well, I
We
mean,
could do. We could do a
everybody's
Susanoo,
doing
right?
primals and do the primals, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess.
is
I guess
everyone up to
Solent-
Susanoo?
No, Slenta's behind Pippin.
No, I did Pippin.
Well, then you still need
no
to get
comment.
to Kugane, right?
I know. I got the quest to go to Doma.
Not to Doma.
I got the quest to go away.
To go to Othard.
I'm still probably a couple dozen questions.
Well, yeah, I think
Oh, I-90K just running around outside again.
okay.
It seems like, yeah, maximum of half of us can be online.
See, that's what I mean. I'm afraid to do anything here.
I must be DCing. I'm trying to teleport it. It won't let me do it. Yeah, 90K.
Oh, lobby error.
If like several tens of thousands of people are walking simultaneously disconnected from TotalSpeed, all simultaneously trying to log in, I don't think that bears well for the login server.
I really don't know why this part is not more stable.
I know, right? This is like, this is the most predictable thing, and also the kind of thing that has already been solved by technology.
Are we available at all this weekend? He's asking. He's not. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's
I will be Saturday night. I'm in! Yay!
I'm in, and there are like 7 people here DCing.
Yeah. I mean,
You can wave goodbye to them as you come in.
Ah, that negative.
Oh, there are ephemeral nodes.
Hopefully they're less ephemeral than the server.
Bada bing.
Because I think saying maybe we should just try tomorrow.
I mean, this is a waste of time tonight.
Yeah. Well, I think we can't even play, even if we try.
I'm saying even trying is a waste.
So what you're saying is it's Overwatch time.
No, I'm just gonna do story. Trying to get everybody online doing instances during peak hours right now when the servers are like this. This is not productive.
Let's play Overwatch.
I mean, I can't even get into the game. And when I get into the game, I can't play more than 10 minutes without disconnecting, doing nothing, just running around Yangsha.
I can talk to about one NPC every disconnect.
Alright, I finally got connected to the lobby server.
do you think by next week we'll have all the primals unlocked?
We
That's-
should be done with the main story.
That's like everyone's homework is make sure you're level 70 and have all of the new content locked
EX
By-
primals, yeah.
by this time next week.
He's trying to catch you before your DC. I think to ask you something, but I told him we could maybe just do EX primals next week since we should all be there by then to see. Because since we can't seem to keep all of us on right now.
Fair enough. I guess we can just call it quits.
wonder if I can ethereal manipulate this thing. My inventory is almost full. Yep, can definitely reduce this.
Why did they change the retainer space also? It's very strange of them not to.
Whoop. Holy May. I'm just gonna water my garden.
It won't let me leave the party.
What do you mean it won't let you leave the party?
No, I just got DC'd again.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, don't you do it! I need to gather this node.
I got online. Well, let's see if I can leave the party. I did it. Alright, well if I'm going to 90k, I'm going to at least 90k trying to progress the main scenario.
I need the sweet 400k experience. Flying across the steppe is so difficult. Why are these zones so big?
Which one? The water one?
No, the steppe. The Azim steppe.
I got in.
Telly, have you unlocked expert yet?
No. I haven't finished the story yet.
Oh.
You just power leveled that ninja to 70 and it's sorry, what's his heart rate?
Well, nothing else was working, so...
That's true. You did so much PvP.
Might I just say, I really hate the changes to Aether Flow.
Me too.
Oh god, what slot was it again? Shit.
Well, fuck, I'm fucked.
I got convalescence for someone else.
Well, it's gotta be every mineral one, doesn't it? Number 6. Damn it!
They like truly made Bard support.
Oh, it's
Like,
number
that's
7.
all my new skills are support skills, except
Whew.
for my new poison.
Everyone was asked for that. They're like, if Bard's gonna be support, then we should have something other than feeding healers MP.
Yeah, no, it's like they're pretty good. They're like increasing maximum HP by 15%, increase physical defense by 15%, increase magical defense by 15%, increase healing potency by 20%.
Wait, you get convalescence.
I mean, basically, I could put it on somebody. I can put it on anybody but myself. Like,
What?
so if I need healing, I'm in trouble. Oh no, I can't put it on my.
Wait, and you get like mini rampart and effectively
For like the whole party, except myself also. But like, and only while the song's out too, so that's however long the song's out, as long as I remember to play that. But the thing that lets me do that is on a really long cooldown. So
Oh.
Alright, let's see what kind of experience I can get for these.
Oh no, I have to teleport into Limsa.
Good luck, don't die.
Wait, I got into the novice network.
That's because everyone got disconnected.
my chat log is just full of. This person has left the party. This person has returned to the party. This person has gone offline. This
I know, right? How are you still? Are you like online this whole time?
早速おまじないをかけてあげるからそこに並んでよ
Because I'm gonna jinx it.
Oh, I'm halfway to 68 now.
おいらの唱えることを心の
On minor.
復唱
Yep.
するんだよ
That's a minor achievement.
Haha, haha.
海に弱しますもろもろの神様暗き者輝ける者
Still need to get the rest of my regional folklore.
大海原を満ち引きさせるありとあらゆる神々よ
Yes.
Then what happens?
Then you disconnect, and then you come back, and you have to do the cutscene again.
That I disconnected earlier in the middle of one. And I couldn't watch it.
この
It just
者
skipped the whole thing, and I actually went to the inn to check to see if it was there. It wasn't.
陸の汚れを
Alright,
払い和田
There was a voice acting in that one. I assumed it was important.
申すこといざ気こしめせとかしこみかしこみも
I guess it wasn't, but
はいおまじない完了これであんたたちとあんたたちの刺激する獣くらいは水中でも不便なく活動できるんじゃないかな
Ah, Lise. Well, who knows? He does have an awful lot of adventurer friends. Maybe some of them decide to take a fishing trip to the Far East and are surprisingly close by.
You know, I need to just get the power of Hydaelyn again, because when you have the power of Hydaelyn, you can just like cheat your way through any boss battle. That's what I've learned. It's like Hero of Light gets in a pinch, gets the power of Hydaelyn,
あ
wins.
ーでもあくまで水中にいられるようになっただけで
Supposedly they're staying away from the Ascians for this expansion, really. Which is kind of odd considering how supposedly pressing the whole thing was.
よくぞ聞いてくれたわ。アルフィノは泳げないけど、私は水泳が得意よ。
Well, it gives them something to fall back on for the next
アルフィノは泳げないけどね。
expansion.
Yes. I mean, also in this expansion, the one primal, there's not much lead up to, but you're kind of like, okay, you know what, that makes sense given the context of it. I'm trying not to spoil stuff for Zalenta. And then the other one is just like, out of nowhere, suddenly a primal. And then, oh, you beat the primal. Carry on with the actual story. I mean, I don't even see the point of having them, story-wise. Because, like...
Because the formula, if they don't stick to the formula, somebody will get killed.
But, like, for example, Bismarck, we got introduced to...
Don't question the formula.
Eh. I mean, I guess it's better than what they made us do for Titan. It's like, here's an hours-long thing where it's like, oh no, we weren't actually preparing you. We were having you gather the stuff for your own feast.
So じゃあ早速助っ人を呼んでみるよ。
So many people not understanding how the freebie loot works.
I wish that was true in the expert dungeons too.
Yeah. They could just buy tombstone gear.
Actually, I already have my axe.
Cool, cool.
I don't have my primal axe yet.
おいらに声をかけてくれればまた呼ぶからさ。気をつけていってらっしゃい。
行こう。この海の先に探し物はきっとあるよ。
I have to start putting some of this crafting material onto my retainers. Does anybody have a morbidly abundant amount of cordials?
Yes.
Yes,
I have a bunch of cordials. I can make them too. They're very easy to make.
they are really easy to make. I made like 200 before the expansion.
Regular cordials or the good kind of cordials?
No, just make regular cordials
Regular
high
ones.
quality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, high qual? What?
You can craft them, thus you can high qual them.
What?
And they're made from all level 50 stuff, so it's like super easy. Like you need apricot or some shit like that.
Yeah,
What?
but I was gonna say you could craft them before Heaven's Word.
Why have I been buying cordials then?
Well, it used to be cheaper to buy them, and you had nothing better to spend like
Yeah.
your whatever seals on. But like now, it's way cheaper, especially since you can fetch that shit with your retainers. Like all the items to craft it, you can get from retainers.
Huh. Who would have thunk?
All of us, except you.
I might have not popped the cordial in a couple of years.
I know, that's why. It's like, if you don't actually go out gathering, it doesn't matter. Especially, like, cordials were super important during Heaven's Ward when you were doing the 1 hour gathering cycle. Because with a high qual cordial, you could pop one every, like, hour. Like, Eorzine hour or something like that, which means that you could hit extra nodes and do, like, the collectible rotation. Or if you weren't collecting, you could do, you know, the like King's Yield or whatever equivalent rotation.
I have 17 high cordials left. Out of a stack of 99.
And the best part is that the high qual cordials had like a shorter reuse timer.
I think I'm gonna need to start getting food. GP food.
Can you hit 700 GP now? Or it's a goal 750?
What?
What's the GP goal now?
I don't know. I want 700 just so that I can hit Sharp Vision 2 instead of Sharp Vision 1.
Ugh. Guy returned to the party and
It's
immediately
okay. I told him.
DC'd.
That's what I told him.
Okay.
Interesting, with this entire expansion, there's not a single new quest in them, so. Except for the job quests, of course.
Should there have that?
Oh, wait, actually, no, that's not even a job quest.
Were there any for Heaven's Word?
Yeah.
Like how many?
I don't know, it was just like random. They were just random quests.
Okay, now I need to find out where this Gagana skin map is.
Yay, getting the last ether currents.
Found it. Anybody want to do a Gagana skin map?
I I'm scared.
I mean, I want to just progress through the story. I'm going to unlock Doma very soon. Does anyone want to do Doma?
I'll do it with you.
Okay. I'm probably like another 10, 15 minutes worth of cutscenes before that, but
I mean, I'll do a map with you, but know that if I disconnect, I will blame you entirely because I have not disconnected yet.
I'm not disconnected yet? How is
I
that
mean-
possible?
as long as you don't make the server think that you're trying to do anything fun,
I don't know. I haven't had a problem in a while. Cross my fingers.
Knock on wood.
If not, I could just do it later.
Where is it?
It's in the fringes. Like, it's in a place where all of us could go right now.
I mean, all of us that are online.
Yes.
boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
Well, I need to buy more Aetherite tickets. I'm almost out. Those Aetherite tickets are much more valuable now. It's
Sure.
about 1,000 gil to go between the two continents.
Like,
That's
going
right. You guys never put up the teleportation one, huh?
going to authored is like $9.99 for all of them from anywhere that's not authored.
Yeah, that's what I said. Almost 1,000.
Take a Falcon Porter.
I don't think you can take a Falcon Porter from authored to not authored. Both are whatever.
No, you're probably right. Well, link the location. Do we need it, all of us? Is that what you're...
Yeah,
I don't
whoever's
know.
in the party has to be at
I mean,
least in the
would
zone for
Five
that
of
to
us
start.
be okay, you think?
I mean, I'll
Hang
come
on.
help when I'm not in this cutscene.
I'm level 70, and if we have a healer that can somewhat heal, probably.
Okay. I mean, I'm 69. I'm close. I can put my convalescence on you.
And if it's like if this is like the dragon skin map, it probably won't be too. It still probably won't be hard.
Is it the level 70 map or is it the level like 65 map?
I never found a 65 map.
Is it the 8-person map or the 1-person map?
I don't know.
If you open it on your little preview map for its location, it should tell you.
That's boring. Don't look it up. Just
Oh,
open
it's
it.
a one.
Don't
It's
be
a
a
one-person map. It's a one-person map. We'll be able to do it.
Oh, then we don't even need everybody. Location.
Teleporting there. I'll let you know what zone I'm in. I'm in 2.
いい加減この汚い酒場でお前さんの相手をするのも飽きたんだけどね。
You said the fringes, right?
Yeah, the fringes. I'm in instance 2.
Okay. Can't wait till that's done too. I forget how long that
聞
took.
き飽きてるのよ。そういう負け惜しみは。
では、苗売りの意味ごと呼ぶか、それとも差し配のカフと呼ぶか。こうして祖国を
All right, I'm standing right on it when you get here.
時は晴れたでござるか。
そこまで調べてあるのなら問うまでもないだろう。私の腹は底なしの沼。満足にはまだほど遠い。だからもっともっとひどくしてあげる。お前さんたちの鳴き声と哀れに地を這う集体でこの耳と目を慰めておくれよ。でもお前さんはずぶといからね。うちのデクノボーに殴らせてるより亡き主君様の首を持ってきた方
Guess I'd
が
have to
喜ぶ
go to the reach to get the right instance.
そう、ドマの殿君カイエン様。帝国に国を落とされ総督に操られる仮初めの将になってもお前さんにとっちゃ大事な主君様だったものね。25年前
It's 2 hours till maintenance, right?
見逃されたんだ。
Just under that, yeah.
そのまま犬として飼われていればよかったものをここに来て反乱なんて企てた上民を逃がして討ち死になんて。ねえ、あの日お前さんはどんな気分だったの？
Next time I'll have to get the other map
自分だけ生き延びて。
to get the good mats.
まあ、主君と国を守れなかったのは初めてじゃないか。お前さん、25年前も帝国兵に負けて牢につながれたんだもんね。聞いた話じゃ、
This
主
one
君
makes
の
no
もと
sense.
に
I don't
戻
know how
る
this
た
can
め
fly.
帝国の兵役まで甘んじて受けたそうじゃないか。
Are
まる
you
で
not
修羅
coming?
のごとき殺人剣だったって今でも伝説よ。
Prepare to be kicked.
いずれも事実にござる。お主相手に
Thought Carrot
今
was just
更
in a
問答す
cutscene.
るようなことで
I
は
am
ご
in
ざ
a
らん。
cutscene. If it's a one-person map, you can do it without me.
Yeah, we're good. Chocobo can heal.
そんなに睨まないでよ。
Yeah.
That Choco Medica.
If
If
it's
it's
a
a one-
one-person map, you don't even need a healer.
No. We'll be good.
私とお揃いだからね。
If it was an 8-person map, which really means like a 3-person map, then I would come and heal.
そのよしみで交渉してやろうって言ってるんだ。帝国の女将の方々がね、ドマの王たり得る者の身柄をとっとと確保しろってうるさいのさ。つまりはカイエン様の息子、あんたと一緒に逃げてたはずのヒエン様のことをね。死体の場所でも構わないから白状しておくれよ。
さての、
Wow, that was quick.
お主の飼い犬が殴ってくるもので、すっかり忘れてしまった。
Ghana lever. Ray Sui of intelligence. 3
Kudzu
variants.
thread. High quality Gagana skin. 190 lightning crystals. If I remember
So-
correctly, I actually needed those.
So you can make the cookies.
And so if any of you want to try to do
こんな仕
the
事もうま
level
くやれないん
59
じゃ。
dungeon.
今度は地の
I can- well-
デクノボ。
See, I'd want to do that on my Dark Knight.
That's where I'm stuck.
I can do it.
I mean,
左遷はもう嫌だ。
No, yes,
早
no.
くエオルゼアに戻って
I mean,
あいつ
like I said, I'd
に
want to do it
仕
on my
返し
Dark
してやり
Knight,
たいの。
Oh, you want to tank? Cookies.
Oh,
but
if you want to do it and you want to level, I mean, I wouldn't need anything from it, so.
yeah, you're already 70. I am not quite 70.
So I'll let you do it.
Yeah, okay. You gotta speed up Sam there, Tam. Because, everyone's a samurai.
I'm going to be leveling Dragoon next.
I'll go to the bathroom real quick, though. But yes, fear my flying Fenrir with his flying ice crystals. More flying mounts don't exactly make sense.
Like this one? I don't know how the silver mount flies.
Open to this. Wait, the back side is also open. The guys tell me to go east, but the quest marker is southwest. How does this make sense?
Gathering is so much easier now that I can fly.
Surprise. That's one of the reasons why I'm not leveling up any of my crafters or gatherers until I'm done with the main scenario. I've unlocked a flying every zone.
Back.
Okay.
Oh, how do you get that one?
Collector's edition.
Oh, well then.
It's my Pokemon.
What's your Pokemon?
Looks like Lapras.
Yeah.
The silver mount.
I wonder if everyone's like, nope, not even going to try. Not going to bother. I wonder if the speed increase affects flying too.
I don't think so.
I don't know, it certainly feels like it does. They should give you a blue hedgehog mount for an achievement when you unlock all the Speed 2 books.
Right, and the achievement's got to go fast.
Yes.
I'm scared.
Double barred.
Bummer.
Hello, Kane. Oh, on the plus side, I can now fly in Yangsha.
Oh yeah, I haven't done my roulettes. Anyone want to do at least leveling roulette?
I want to do all the roulettes. I'm afraid of getting kicked, but I'm willing to take that chance. And I will probably be doing my roulettes on my tank, so that I have another class that I'm starting to level up.
Okay. Anyone else?
I mean, I do, but
I mean, I want to. I guess I should.
Yeah.
I have a story dungeon I need to do.
Oh.
Let's do that one first. Let me check to see if I'm level 61 on my paladin yet. Alright, I'm not level 61 yet, but if we do leveling first, then I will be, and then I can tank that for you.
I mean, that works for me.
Okay, keep in mind we have 90 minutes.
I mean, any old dungeon's gonna be fine.
And 10.
I mean, Midori said that she would go after she gets out of her cutscene, right?
I mean, go ahead and do
We're in a
some,
dungeon.
because we're on the first boss.
Oh, you're in a dungeon. I thought you said you're in a cutscene. Yeah, Tam. How about you?
Do you need a tank?
No. But you can level a DPS.
I could.
You're already level 70, right?
Yeah.
I can ask my roommate. She's in a cutscene.
Hold on, I can go on my Dragoon in just a second.
So, that's one thing I should check. I want to see how they changed Dragoon, because, man, Dragoon, if there was, like, any one class that I said is, I would say is the poster child for needing the revamp, it's definitely Dragoon.
Yeah. Like, there was a bunch of buttons that didn't do a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. It was at the same time, like, a whole bunch of unnecessary buttons that were kind of, like, useless, but also, like, the class design as a whole was overly complicated. I guess it's probably going to be a lot easier just by virtue of getting rid of phlebotomize.
Holy skills gone, Batman.
And, like, rolling everything into Chaos Thrust, or is it in Chaos? It still has Chaos Thrust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like all of the other skills. Yeah, Chaos Thrust also does the piercing debuff now, right?
No.
Cast us net. No, it's still on disembowel.
Yep. Sorry, getting all these abilities off my bar.
It's fine. It's a dungeon. You only need one button. Doom Spike.
No, needs Doom Spike and the new AoE combo.
Oh, right. Yeah, Chaos Thrust is off of disembowel though, so that's fine.
Wait, Chaos Thrust is off of... Oh wait, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, they got rid of Ring of Thorns. Now it's just Doom Spike. So it's like you have your full thrust combo, your heavy thrust, disembowel, chaos thrust combo, and then the whirling thrust / fang and claw 4th hit that you get with Blood of the Dragon. But they changed the way that Blood of the Dragon works now. Right. Okay, so now it's always Fang and Claw after full thrust, and it's always Wheeling Thrust after Chaos Thrust. So it doesn't like randomly tell you to do one of the two.
So it's a 5-hit combo instead of a 4-hit or a 3-hit combo.
It becomes a 5-hit later.
Right. So instead of having a 3-hit combo and then a 4-hit combo that uses like 4A and 4B randomly, you have 2 4-hit combos. So it goes heavy thrust, disembowel, chaos thrust, wheeling thrust, or true thrust, vorpal thrust, full thrust into wheeling thrust. So Dragoon gets 4-hit combos, and I guess there's a 5th hit or whatever.
Well, yeah, later on, once you get the trait for it, the 4th hit you didn't have for your combo is the 5th hit in your combo. You can use it immediately. So if you go full thrust, you'll do Fang and Claw, and then Wheeling Thrust will be your 5th hit.
Oh, and you get a 2-hit AoE combo. It goes Doom Spike, Sonic Thrust now. And you get like Bro Fist. You and someone in 6 yalms of you Bro Fist each other, and then you both get damage up as long as you stay within 6 yalms of each other.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Dragoon. Bring in the mad party synergy.
They have to build up to it, though. They can't do it immediately, really.
Still, what?
It's on a 2-minute cooldown. Grants right eye to self and left eye to target
I thought
party
it required that you have built up to an eye first or something.
Sure, probably. But like, once every 2 minutes is the point.
All right, I'm as good as I'm gonna be.
Lovely, right?
God damn it.
Total wrath.
I don't even have an oath.
I don't have draw.
I can use diversion.
Does anyone have AoE?
Yes.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely did that.
I don't have a sect. Ooh. I don't have aspected things around region.
Yep,
Yeah, you
this
know
is
shit.
like the worst dungeon. It is like you are just low enough that you don't have access to anything fun.
Which one is that? Totorak?
Yes.
I mean, really, everything's wrong with it. Like, it's long, it's visually boring, there's no interesting mechanics, there's goop on the floor that slows you down, there's these things that you can miss to unlock the next area, you have to run back to get them. And one of the bosses even repeats. Like, this place is the worst.
Why did we go up here?
So you get a photocell. You either have to get this photocell or one later on.
Okay, I didn't know.
Oh, we got the photocell, so I'm out.
Oh, we gotta kill these.
Slunted here.
Not really.
Oh. That's interesting at least.
I should eat food.
Oh, I can equip my thingy.
Oh yeah, I should equip that thing also. Earrings. There we go.
Oh, that works here?
As long as you're below level 50,
I mean,
How much of a boost does it give you?
30%. It is 10 times the... I guess we're going to go this way, because Salenta went this way. And found some friends. At least I have a 3-hit combo.
So do I.
I have the same amount of DPS buttons to push at level 27 as level 7.
I don't have blood for the blood.
Blood for the blood god.
Blood for the blood god. Although I can invigorate myself.
So,
Okay, never mind. I thought I got it. I don't understand what's happening.
He gets an aspect if he's in one of these rings, but things are being... Oh, so only the person of the aspect can hurt him right now, otherwise you get countered, I think it is.
Well, you can all change to that aspect.
Oh, yeah, it's true, can't we? Oh, there we go, okay. But one person has to get in each. Well,
My sword is so bright.
he is lightning.
I should probably pick that gear up just so that I can desynth it.
I mean, unless your desynth is super low, it doesn't really matter.
It's not existent.
Nice.
Well, there are some guides on how to level up desynth. Like, picking up 1 or 2 pieces of gear is not going to matter. you're gonna get
Not
most
at
of
this
it.
level, anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna get most of it from vendors.
Wow, those full thrust crits. Crazy.
I mean, you don't even have life surge anymore, do you?
I do still have life surge.
Wait, they left life surge?
Yep.
Why? Does it still do the same thing?
Yep. Oh. Did it always regain health too?
Yeah.
Yes.
I never
That
looked
was-
at that.
That was honestly the more useful part of it. I mean, I'll take an auto crit, but an auto crit once on one ability once every 60 seconds is like okay.
We should get that stuff.
I know, right?
I know, right?
That's my exact problem with it. It's like this class doesn't get anything from the crit. Like the two parts of the skill are kind of nothing to do with each other.
God, this helmet is as big as I am.
I'm gonna save my Imperial disguise, because it might actually make some decent glamour. It's a lot better than when you got an Imperial disguise in like the level 48 or whatever main scenario quest, and it makes you look like a dumpy bumpkin. Don't kill the ads. I guess we can use Castrel beyond the boss. With the ad spawns. Ignore all the fleshy pods.
Oh, I thought that would kill the tail. A million experience.
1 million experience.
Yay. Well, at least I didn't.
Oh, right. I already did my leveling today.
Oh,
Well,
how much did you get then? Anything?
No, I only got 62. Like, I started off at 0 when we entered the dungeon. I have 62,359.
well, anyway, ready for what's the name of that place? Siren Song Sea?
I can't do that one.
You cannot. Oh, right.
Midori was going to join us for that one. If she's out.
Just killed the boss. Last boss.
At least Totorak is like mercifully short.
14 minutes.
It was what?
14 minutes. It was a 24 minutes. No, that was legit 14 minutes. Wow.
Just noticed that. That's kind of interesting. Out of all the red mage gear, none of it is dyeable except the boots.
Right, because it's red mage. I love the place that's got all the like sheep, a little sheep farmer. I just want to go up and hug all the sheep. And what the fuck are these? Are these yurts? Is this like... Are we in Mongolia now?
It's totally not Mongolia.
Totally not Mongolia. Got it.
Instead of Mongolia.
Right. So we have yurts and sheep and people with strange customs.
Oh, did you get to Yangtze?
No, it's north of Yangtze. Yangtze is totally not China. So you have totally not Hong Kong, totally not Japan, totally not China, and totally not Mongolia.
Which one is totally not?
Well, I guess he didn't really want to finish that sentence.
Jeez.
Wow, DC's so hard.
Welcome back.
Okay, that was weird. So which one's Hong Kong then?
Kugane is like Hong Kong meets Bakufu era Japan. You know, an island port city that is the only point of travel in a far eastern nation that is run by colonial imperialists.
I get the feeling there's going to be a DC.
Yep, I'm DCing real hard right now.
Same here.
Okay.
Damn
Why'd you have
it!
to curse me? I was having fun just running in circles.
That sounds like that was the entire server.
Better hurry up, or else you'll be like 1,300 in line.
Don't worry, I think that server crashed too.
Mid cutscene.
Did the data center crash?
Lobby server connection failure.
Guess we're starting maintenance early tonight.
It also count me as completing a dungeon though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it should.
Cause man.
I need to get like some melatonin or something so I can just go straight to sleep as soon as the server's down.
I think the servers are down.
Go to your local Seattle holistic medicine dispensary.
Well, there's something like that just down the road.
Walgreens?
Something like a dispensary or something like a holistic medicine place. Or both.
Yeah, both.
I got another 2002.
It's like not chain drugstores. Any place that's like medicine and vitamins kind of place. They have very little incentive to not stock bullshit remedies because they make profit on it. So like if you really wanted to get your homeopathies on or whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god, you can actually get an otter with the hat and the lantern as a pet. I need it so bad. I need it.
He is the otter.
It's fucking murder. It is murder by cuteness.
Yeah, I just got. I don't think I'm getting back in. I might as well go to sleep. See you guys later.
Good night.
For some reason, on this game that I'm playing, it has like in-game ads. They decided to start giving me Spanish language ads. I don't know why.
Maybe it's like when I access stuff on my cell phone when I'm on the cell data, it uses the IP and it like thinks I'm in to place me, and it thinks on like some websites and it thinks I'm in Texas. It pretty much looks like it's down all the way.
Man, I'm not in a sanctuary.
The servers will be up in 4 hours.
And when they come up, it'll be the middle of the night.
That's true, no one will be. I have neglected television. My DVR is getting full.
Time to binge watch some shows.
Oh, I still haven't finished this season of Into the Badlands. I just let it record all of it so I can watch those.
Someone just reminded me that I really need to download the Nier Automata soundtrack.
Oh, it's so good. I don't buy soundtracks, so I've thought about that one.
sometimes Facebook shows me random videos as like, this is a video you might like. And this time it was like a video of Lucio to Eurobeat. Just doing a bunch of like boop kills and stuff. I mean, not just boot kills, also punch kills.